Hello and welcome to Words with Ro. Guys, I have needed to be in front of the camera for so long. There's been so many things happening, some good, some bad. I might fill you in. Which ones will I fill you in on? The good. The good is collaboration because I'll tell you what, the channel is 1 year old. Woohoo! But actually, it was a bit of an anticlimax and I completely ran out of steam. I mentioned this before in a previous video how I really need help because the editing is a very long process. Now, maybe it's because I'm a little bit particular. That's on me. But no, I have to find images. I have to put closed captions. I sometimes when I'm doing the recordings, I'll record a poem, God, up to 20 times. I might have got to the last sentence and it's totally perfect. And then like some delivery driver arrives outside the window. So yeah, they're quite time consuming and there's a lot of admin and stuff to do. So I wanted somebody to help me for a long time. That still hasn't materialized. But I did meet a collaborator, which I hope is the start of many. And I've been so fortunate because you know what it's like with this imposter syndrome when you reach out to people, you're like, who am I to ask for help? And I won't say his name, but his handle is Conductori, and he was so receptive. And we got on a Zoom call. I think it was within a few days. And God, it was such an eye opener. It's so good to speak to men because um, yeah, they just have a different perspective on everything. One of the things that he put me straight on was the algorithm. And I kind of like, oh, I'll make a good video and the rest will look after itself, which is just not practical at all. But on top of that, I had look through some of my old videos and I do admit that some of them were terrible, but I had to start somewhere. I wanted to have a YouTube channel for years, and I just didn't have the cojones to do it. So I finally got the cojones, but when you start anything, you have to be prepared that you're just not going to be good. It's not going to be like the way that you want it, and it still isn't the way that I wanted. I want to do like such better videos. But sorry, I digress. So anyway, I saw some of the old videos and I was like, oh dear Lord, they're so bad. The sound is bad. One of the things I thought was hilarious was that the closed captions on them are huge. Like they're so huge. Aliens from outer space could read them. And I had no idea because I was using InShot on my phone. I was like, yeah, that looks good. And then you just, skipped my mind that people are watching it on like widescreen TVs because you can see in the analytics, they even tell you the device that people watch your videos on. And I put some of my videos on the TV here in the house, which is relatively big. And I'm sure people have a lot bigger screens, especially if they're like watching football and stuff like that. Because believe it or not, most of my subscribers are men. Anyway, I saw the size of these closed captions and the way that the sound sounded, and I just kind of freaked out. And I was like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. And then I thought, no, leave it there because it'll show you how far you've come, it'll show you progress. And then speaking to Conductori, he told me, oh no, don't leave the old ones up there because the algorithm will show your old videos to new subscribers and new people who go on your page. And, basically, if it's a shit one, they won't come back. And I was like, oh my God. So it's just great to speak to other creators and get all this inside information because you can read until the cows come home, but there's nothing like speaking to other people. So myself and Conductori, we're going to do some more collaborations. He's an incredible human being. He owns the rights to all this classical music, and then he makes these beautiful AI presentations for his videos. So we'll definitely be up for doing a few more together. And he's God, so much further along than me, and he's just on multiple how do you say, like, he's on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook in years, but I know how popular it is and how important it is for growth. I just feel like I can't manage multiple forms of social network, but there is a way of doing them all simultaneously. I still have to learn that. It is all a learning process. But anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd come and say hello tonight. I did a post earlier. I did a poem by John O'Donoghue, an Irish poet who's sadly no longer with us, and it's a blessing for the artist at the start of the day. So do check that one out, and I've left some questions for my followers about creativity. You know, where does your creativity come from, and how do you keep creative, and what is your process, and do you trust in the process? So if you're interested, check it out. I think that's all for now. Yeah, I will be heading away. Like I said, I'll be going to the festival. I'm filming tomorrow. Then I'm going to a wedding. Yes, people are still getting married. I have faith in the human race because believe me, my heart has been through the meat grinder. Gosh, yeah. Um, and yeah, so it's just so beautiful and life affirming when people are still getting married and making commitments. And it's lovely because, I think that probably the scariest thing you can do is open your heart to feel something for somebody. And then I think that, yeah, it's the scariest thing in the world because it's so dangerous. Because if you completely give yourself over to somebody and you allow that to happen and you allow them in your heart, the danger is that they can just, just wreak havoc with your soul and essentially break your heart. So we're all scared of that happening. So you just have incredible courage when you allow that to happen. And yes, you have your heart broken. And then the next scariest thing that you can do after that is allowing it to happen all over again. And the tendency is to just, hide yourself away and lick your wounds, which is something that I will tend to do, but you can't solve any problem thinking about it, or you can, build walls the size of mountains, but yeah, it's gonna come in eventually. There will be somebody, and yeah, repeat repeat the process. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm saying now. I'm probably pontificating. I hope that doesn't sound like I'm pontificating. Okay, I had to stop the video there. I was definitely pontificating. I think I was trying to convince myself of something. Yeah, I have such a busy month coming up. I'm filming tomorrow. I'm going to this wedding, island wedding. I'm going to the Cannes Film Festival. And then I have to travel again after that for some filming. And I just want to be open to whatever experience and have fun. Yeah, so I was definitely trying to convince myself, put yourself out there, girl. And I don't know why I even started that, but I do read and recite a lot of love poetry. And I've had quite a few followers write to me and tell me personal stuff, and I know there's a lot of hurt people out there, and it pains me. And I know some of the most amazing men in the world, and literally, divorce is. I hear women say such, I'm not going to be down on women, but I do hear women say such disparaging things about men, and I don't feel the same way. Men are incredible. I have four brothers. Men, men have built this world. I know we've helped them a lot, and we bear children, and we are incredible too. But I think there's a tendency to be down on men, and you know what? When I look at the analytics of my channel and I see that how many followers are men, like it's incredible. So one would say, oh, men are this, men are that, men don't believe in love, and men aren't sensitive, and men are selfish. And you only have to look at my channel analytics to know that that's not the case at all. But I would say to all you beautiful, sensitive souls, don't let one woman destroy your heart. Just put yourself out there again for the magic of the universe. Don't hide away behind the computer or whatever it is that you're doing. Just be out there, go out and have fun and socialize, and go to the gym, get a hot bod. You will feel amazing. I'm doing so much exercise at the moment. Strong body, strong mind. I'm telling you guys, drink less beer. You'll just feel lighter in your soul. But definitely stay listening to my channel, because this story is to be continued. And if any of you take my advice, write it in the comments section and tell me what's going on, because it's summer and it could be a summer of love for you. Anyway, I'm digressing again. I'm embarrassing myself. Back to poetry, I have a whole bucket list of poems. So there will be poems coming from all over the world this summer. Remember, you can always write your request in the comments section below. And I love reading and reciting poems for my followers. I had a gentleman write to me a few weeks ago where I had recited a poem that was his mom's favorite, and his mom had passed away, and that really touched my heart, because that's what poetry is for. It helps us make sense of the world. It helps us be in a time, a place, a feeling. It has such an important place in our world now, more than ever, with all this like rush for transhumanism. It's like taking away all of our human faculties, what makes us so special, so unique, so magnetic, so magical. So yeah, there's just indulge yourself in that poetry and let me know what poems you want read. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world, we'll get a translation if there's not already a translation. And it is my absolute honor to read for you. So thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you very soon. In the meantime, you'll hear my voice. But yeah, and if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. And when you press the subscribe bell, don't worry, I'm not going to spam you. When you press the subscribe bell, if you click the one at the top, you'll get every video that comes in, you'll get a notification. But there, like I said, I'm not going to spam you. It's not going to be all day, every day. But keep an eye out, because I have some interviews coming. I have some more collaborations coming, and I'm also working on mythology, and you'll see that actually in my advertisement, that there is mythology to come. It's just taking a bit longer to make those videos. So lots of love, and we'll see you soon.